What's going on, boxing fans? This is Kenneth SBM Boxing. Let's speak boxing. Great night full of boxing. Austin Trout took on Miguel Cotto. Last night I had a lot of friends and family over, a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, a lot of dominoes, a lot of music, a lot of food, lots and lots of food. I'm going back to the fights that we were shooting live. We were getting a lot of predictions, post-fights, after the fights, absolutely everything. Pre-fight, pre-fight drinking, post-fight drinking, too much drinking, and I look sluggish. So I definitely apologize to a lot of fans out there that caught me just sluggish, But I was still able to talk boxing. But just a quick recap on what happened to Austin Trout and Miguel Cotto. Austin Trout pulled off the victory, 12 rounds. He looked really, really good, hands down to Austin Trout. My hat goes out to him. He came with his A game. He was able to stick to a game plan, utilize it. He put it in. You can definitely tell he put in his work at the gym. This guy was able to go all 20 rounds. His stamina looked good. His feet work looked good. He looked quick. He was in and out, and he wasn't even, he frustrated Cotto. Cotto's the experienced fighter. Cotto, it looked like Cotto, he was completely out of his game plan. He was looking for a knockout. The first 4 rounds, I gave it to Cotto the first 4 rounds, but you can tell Austin Trout coming into the 5th round on, he just completely took over the fight. Motivation. Well, actually, the momentum went towards the Trout side. Cotto looked a little frustrated. Cotto definitely looked a lot tired. His legs looked heavy. He looked winded. He didn't have his legs whatsoever. But he just, he tried to brawl with Austin Trout, and Austin Trout did a good job. And he looked experienced, and he looked wise enough not to trade punches with Miguel Cotto. Anytime Cotto came up and came up with the left hook or worked the body and killed the body, he definitely hit Austin Trout with some clean body shots. Austin Trout was able not to get frustrated whatsoever, didn't get on survival mode. He was able to make the proper adjustments and adapt. And he did a good job doing that, and definitely caught me off guard and caught me off surprise, and caught a lot of family members that I had at the house so surprised. He looked good all in all, not just because he won the fight. He was fast, he was quick, he was able to take punches. His endurance was definitely, from round 1 all the way, it looked like he was getting better all the way to round 12. It's like he can go another 3 or 4 rounds. But needless to say, I can't say the same thing about Cotto. Cotto was in situations, I think it was like round 10. Round 10, he had a good opportunity to turn the championship rounds. Cotto knows, of all people, in championship rounds, every boxing fan knows out there, if a close fight like that fight, and you're the champion, you're trying to dethrone the champ, 10, 11, and 12 has to be your round. It has to be around. You got to bring the fight, and you got to want the fight. It looked like Cotto didn't want it. Cotto was completely out of it. And you can tell. He had opportunity to take advantage, and Trout, there was, Trout's back touched the rope several times, and Cotto couldn't do anything. He was just trying to, he tried to bully Trout way too much, and it didn't work out. Cotto, he definitely didn't look like the same Cotto or the same boxer. But is Cotto done? No, absolutely not. I don't think Cotto's done. Richard Schaefer was saying that they might go ahead and go with Canelo Alverez fight versus Miguel Cotto. Do I want to see that fight? Absolutely, I want to see Miguel Cotto versus Canelo Alverez. But I'd like to see that fight with Miguel Cotto with the win underneath his belt first. I don't want to see Canelo take on Miguel Cotto. I think Austin Trout, young 27-year-old, give him the opportunity. He's next in line. Canelo Alvarez, no ducking, no dodging. Look, Richard Schaefer, Golden Boy, look, you guys need to seriously think about this. Canelo versus Cotto, that's good, but give the boy the opportunity. Give Austin Trout the opportunity he's looking for. He called him out. Canelo was in the stands, but after the fight, Canelo was definitely in the stands. Canelo definitely don't have a break, though, because every time he shows up to the fights, just like the Victor Ortiz, Josito Lopez fight, he was lined up to fight Victor Ortiz. But guess what? Josito Lopez came up and stole the show, and messed up the plans and pulled up the upset. Now, Josito Lopez was granted the opportunity to move up another weight class to fight Canelo Alvarez. Why? Because Victor Ortiz lost. Victor Ortiz got his jaw broken by Josito Lopez. Now, knowing that, that was hard for Josito Lopez to move up, because that's not even his weight division to fight Victor Ortiz. He had to move up in one weight class, so he's going up another weight class in 1 year span, and Richard Schaefer still lined it up, knowing that Canelo is going to completely dominate that fight. He was going to completely dominate. Now, Austin Trout pulls the victory off of Cotto. Austin Trout that's his weight. That's his weight, 154. That's his weight class. He's the champ. You want to unify the belt? Why not? And then he calls out, Josito Lopez didn't call Canelo Alvarez out. Austin Trout calls out Canelo Alvarez. So, you know what, Canelo? This is a perfect opportunity to get a good win underneath your belt. Austin Trout, that'll be a good fight. As far as I would love to see that fight. I'll pay to see that fight. Austin Trout, he looked good. He looked like a complete package, and it looks like he's definitely going to give Canelo Alvarez a run for his money. He'll definitely give Canelo Alvarez a run for his money. You don't have to worry about no weight issues. You ain't got to worry about no speed issues. He's evenly matched up with you. Gut check time. No excuses, none of this bullshit. Richard Schaefer saying that he's going to line up Cotto. The Cotto fight still go through. Look, I understand. I would love to see that fight, Canelo Alvarez or the Cotto, but Austin Trout pulled off the victory, and give Austin Trout. He's next in line, and it's only fair. You guys are champs. Let's unify this. Let's go. Let's make this happen. But if this doesn't happen, Richard Schaefer, I swear, bro, I'm not trying to curse. I did enough cursing last night. Canelo Alvarez, dude, you can call the shot on this one, man. Fight Austin Trout. That'll be a good fight. Like I said, I will pay to watch that fight. But all in all, what's lined up for Miguel Cotto? Miguel Cotto, he needs to back off a little bit. I think he's not done yet. I think he needs to just take another break, get 1 or 2 fights underneath his belt, victories, and then he can jump back in. Cotto still can pull out big fights, pull out big victories. He might want to come down to 147 and don't even take on Pacquiao. Take on this soft-ass dude, Paulie Malignaggi, bro. You want a belt, Paulie? You need to get that belt taken away from you, man. Paulie, you're a good dude. I'm pretty sure you're a humble person, Malignaggi, but you're a great announcer. I honestly, he's a pretty good fighter. But at 147, one of the top divisions in the sport of boxing, 140, 147, 154, I have no idea, absolutely no idea why you still have a belt. I just don't get it. Miguel Cotto can easily go down at 147, snatch Paulie Malignaggi belts, no problem. That won't even be a problem for you. And there goes your victory. And then you got a belt because I know you want a belt. But anyways, guys, I wanted to apologize last night. Last night it was crazy. Big fights coming up next weekend. Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez. Timothy Bradley. I want to see Timothy Bradley fight. There's a lot of fights lining up. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think as well. All in all, as far as Miguel Cotto versus Austin Trout, do you think Cotto should stick it out, or you guys think he should retire? Do you think Austin Trout should fight Canelo Alvarez? Or do you think Canelo Alvarez should fight Miguel Cotto? Well, hey guys, this is Kenneth SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Website should be up in a couple days. We're gonna have SBM Boxing La Familia. I know a lot of videos, a lot of footage. Everyone's gonna have their own page. Everyone's gonna have their own thing. It's gonna be a forum. So I would say in about 48, give it about 48 hours. The website will be completely up. There'll be a shopping cart. A shopping cart full of attire, SBM clothing. There's going to be a forum that you guys can subscribe to. Once you guys subscribe, a member forum, you guys can post what the hell you want to post. You can follow, everything will be up from Facebook to Twitter, absolutely everything. I would say about 2 or 3 days it'll be completely up. I took a peek of it. It looks pretty nice. As far as the shirts is concerned, we're just going to give out some shirts, the Boxing Genius shirts. SBM Boxing shirts. You guys can hit us up on Facebook. You guys can tweet us. I'm not sure whatsoever. I got to sit down with a couple people and find out what we're going to do, but I know we're going to give out some free shirts. I got some shirts that a lot of subscribers that have been with me for a little bit. Got to hit you guys up with a shirt as well. All you got to do is go to the shopping cart. I'll be able to provide you guys a promo code. Go through the shopping cart. Check out the shirt and just drop in the promo code, and you don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about nothing. It's on the house. But anyways, look out for that, guys. This is Kenneth SBM Boxing. Have a good one.